The Premier League, the holy grail of English football. The grand stage where dreams can be made and also shattered. In the opening season of the Premier League, there were 22 teams that started this brand new era of English football. And Blackburn Rovers were one of them. Now, fast forward 25 years and we've just been promoted from the third tier of English football. After years of turmoil, Rovers have finally turned a massive corner as they try to get themselves back to the promised land. But wait! Venky's, the balmy owners who have caused chaos since their arrival, have yet made another bonkers move by replacing crowd favourite Tony Mowbray with this haphazard clown as manager. Can this rookie steer Rovers to the great beyond? Or will his lack of knowledge and experience drag Rovers to football obscurity once again? Now with this clown in charge, there'll be tears, laughter, and of course, plenty of drama. Join me as we try to make Blackburn Rovers great again.
Hello folks, welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 2019 series called Make Rovers Great Again. And would you Adam and Eve it? We're top of the Premier League, boys and girls, after our recent track record. Now, in the last episode, it was the 0-0 performance against Bayer Leverkusen and the West Ham win. But since you've been gone, we took on Southampton, who were bottom of the Prem, or they were, and we won 1-0. Nervy game, that one. Definitely earned my salary in this one. My substitute, Opazo, with the one and only strike, 66 minutes on the clock. Then we brought it back to Ewood and we won 3-1, quite comfortably in the end. Two early strikes, the first by Lucas Torreira. Obviously, long ranger, as he does. The second, was it White? Mark White? Is that what his first name is? I only know him as White. Made it 2-0. Nice turnaround shot. Ayala was on penalty duties today to make it 3. He's on scoring a few goals. And Jerry made it a little bit interesting for Watford, but ultimately we were very much in control in that game. So in this one, we are not really the best games to come back for, but anyway, we're wrapping up the Champions League. We have a chance to finish top of the group. We're going to take on Porto at their gaff, and then we'll bring it on back for the old Premier League against Brighton. So here we are, boys and girls. Now, obviously, we've got a little bit of a track record with Porto. They knocked us out at the Europa Cup last season, quite convincingly, with Rollhauser up top. And we beat them a couple of seasons before when we went on to win the Champions League. When we went to win the Europa League, they were in our way, so we beat them as well. And we did beat them earlier in the season as well. Our one and only blip, it's kind of a bit of a double blip, is against Leverkusen. We lost against them at their place, and we drew against them last time out in the Champions League, but we were down to 10 men. Hopefully we've found our new groove and a new system, and it is this 4-4 or 4-2-4, should I say. Just give me a second while I revamp the team a little bit, because we've got a couple of suspensions and injuries I need to take a look at. Okay, folks, here we go. With this starting lineup, Henry's in goal, Patucha, Gassett, Chalve, Palomino, Maitland-Niles and Garcia are in the centre mids. White, Armstrong, Gunn and Rollhauser up top. I think that's good enough. Hopefully this is our new groove, because it's not all out attacking. It's kind of like in the middle. It's the alternative. Hopefully I haven't messed it up to this guy, which we usually play against the big boys. But we're going to go with this one today. Quick look at the Porto lineup last season. Rollhauser was right here, but now he's over here. Hopefully he can score the goals to show them what they're missing. They had him on loan from Man United. We were the mugs that spent 60-odd million on him, and he's only got 4 goals so far. Okay, here we go, boys. Bring it on, I say. Okay, chance possibly here. Rovers to Rollhauser is forced wide. And that's Gunn's header straight to the arms of Keeler between the sticks for Porto today. Keep an eye on the old Leverkusen match. Who have they got? They got Fenerbahce. It's 0-0 at the moment. Chance here, though, for Porto. They take their... We can't not qualify. We're already through. We secured that even before the Leverkusen game. But we're down. We're down 1-0. Frustratingly. So my new formation is not set piece proof. So... Chance here, though. On the flip side, can we get our own back? We can. Lewis Gunn, second goal. Only his second goal of the season. It's my major dilemma. It's my headache. That is strikers. It's been a headache since the Waldemir original days. Even when we brought Waldemir back, We still can't find a guy who's scoring regularly. White. Armstrong. Oh my goodness. Pick that one out of the bin, boys and girls. The Scottish contingent. White to Ali Armstrong. Here we go. First time volley, I believe. Might have been half volley, but it's half volley. But look at that strike. Yeah. Phenomenal. That is goal of the season contender right there. And we are top of the group. No, we're not. Bayer Leverkusen have just fired themselves back in front, which, I don't know, it's looking pretty nasty out there in the old next round of the Champions League. A lot of big hitters, and I don't want to face them. So 2-1. Still, Rollhauser is not really clicked into gear. Maybe it's going to take him a season. Armstrong, an amazing little run. Oh, is this straight from kickoff? It is. Another clean strike. Keeler between the sticks has to defend Armstrong with the corner, though. He'll fire this in and comes get back out to him. Keeps it going. Nope. Goes out for a throw. 50-odd minutes. Can Rovers turn the screw here and add to the tally, get an elusive third goal? Leverkusen are 2-0 up and seem to have this group in the locker. So it doesn't really matter what we do. We can win 10-0 and we won't get anywhere. Armstrong picks up a bad pass. Whips a cross in. Keeler is there to save it. Highlight is still live. Palomino. Chauvet. It's going to be a yellow. It's going to be a red card, folks. Going to have to play this out for 10 men. So back-to-back red cards in our Champions League matches. So I'm going to probably pull Gunn back down here. And then bring on Djalo. And let Rollhauser roll around up top. We should... Maitland-Niles to Armstrong. Whips a cross in. Maitland-Niles again picks up loose ball as a strike. It goes wide. We're not holding back. We are giving it a go. Last flurry of minutes. Last flurry of chances. Big save by Henry. He's on the transfer list because of his own moaning. He's moaned himself into requesting a transfer. I don't get it. Garcia to Maitland-Niles to Rollhauser. Picks up Patucci on the left-hand side, who's fouled. Rollhauser strikes. He's not going to score against his old club, boys. He's not going to do it. But with 10 men, I'm not going to, scream or dance about it because we're lucky to hang tight here with the win. That's another 3 points at the locker. Unfortunately, though, it's only good enough for second spot. Okay, boys. That wraps up the group phases of the Champions League. Hopefully we'll get the draw soon, but it might be now, so we'll have to see who we got up. But next up for us, it is Brighton at home in the league. So I just want to say thank you to all the players that have turned out for me in my 500 games at Blackburn Rovers. It's been an incredible ride so far. And hopefully we've not reached our peak yet. Our main highlight has been the Europa Cup in 2024. We finished. I've won Manager of the Year once as well, but obviously last time out we finished second in the Premier League. So hopefully we can go that step further and get the old Premier League title on my trophy cabinet over at Ewood Park. But anyway, thanks for the 500 games. Okay, folks, next up for us, it is Brighton Hove Albion at Ewood Park. We come into this in second spot, though. We started this session top of the pops, but Man United have just drawn with Arsenal. So this is a chance to actually give us, depending on what goes on elsewhere between Man City and Liverpool, we could open up a bit of a gap at the top spot if, first and foremost, we beat Brighton. Now, over the years, we played each other 18 times. We've won 10, they've won 4. We've drawn 4 as well. So, we're sticking with the formation, which has been pretty fruitful of late. Give me a minute while I rejig the lineup, freshen that up a little bit. Okay, folks. Obviously, because the Champions League games are, have been pretty frequent. We've had to rotate it a little bit. And Henry, we did mention it in the last game just now. He had transfer listed himself or whatever, but now I've been playing him a bit more regularly. He's happy about it. He's taken the transfer list. He's back in the good focus and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, we're going to go with Henry and goal. White, Ayala, Gasic, Maitland-Niles, Yabre, Garcia, Opazzo, Rollhauser on the right. Gunn, Kouré up top. As it stands, Kouré is I think he's the top scorer behind Stepanovic, who's obviously he's injured for a fair bit. Yeah, so let's go with it. So Ewood, hopefully we can continue where we left off. Do I want to make a last minute change for Gasic here? Yeah, let's chuck Miranda in there. He needs some game time. So we'll do that. Okay, quick look at the Brighton lineup. Obviously, Lukaku's with them now. They did have Martial, but I think they sold him. Origi still with them on the bench. I don't want to click on him because usually when I click on them, bad news happens for me. Kangin is a guy I've always kept an eye on. There's a couple players I'm thinking about making a splurge on, either in the January transfer window or summer. And Kangin's one of them. So's Trincao from Southampton. Players that I've always looked at and thought, they are phenomenal players. But realistically, I just don't know where to play them. Anyhow, Silva, top the pops. Let's go for it. Hopefully we'll win. Okay, so we start with our 4-2-4 formation, which is, as it says, balanced. A bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's been very, very successful recently. The only thing, and it's a pain in my anus, is that my strikers fail to score. Well, they don't fail to score. They're not that. It's not good for them as flipping Brighton take the lead. Is it ruled out? Yes, sir. Whew. But yeah, I'm trying to get old Rollhouser firing on cylinders. Spent a lot of money on him. Playing him up top now. I'm playing him on the wing. I'm just want to see him score some goals, guys. Come on. Chance here. Henry plays it short to the returning Miranda to Garcia now, who missed that Champions League against Kouré. Maisie run. Fouled. Kept in play by the Brighton man. And here they come with Lukaku. And there he is, Kangin. Ugh. Oh, picked his pocket. It's Rollhauser. Back to Miranda. What you got up your sleeve, boy? Maitland-Niles. To Rollhauser. Little Maisie run, gets out of Pars on the left-hand side. Nice Maisie run himself, has a good strike, and Butland just grabs that out of the air, just plucks it, and pulls it down to the ground. Chance here now, though, for Rovers, perhaps the two centre-backs playing catch. And Lewis Gunn snatches a chance. That's more like it, Lewis Gunn. Take your chances when you get them. It's the goal of the season. He has been blighted. I know I've been on this case recently, but he has been blighted with injuries. Since his first crazy 2 seasons as a kid. But he is El Capitano now. So, yeah. He's still valuable. Very, very valuable. 1-0, Rovers. So, what's to do here? What's to do? I'll just ride it out for the time being. Here comes Brighton. Uh-oh, Fabio is through, and Henry is strong, big. That's why you're my number 1, boy. That's why you're my number 1. Kangin plays his corner kind of flat. Vicious Jr. with his effort. Now, I read the other day, I've never heard of Vicious Jr., but I read before, playing this. Hang on a second. Maitland-Niles. To Rollhauser. Have a shot, son. Have a shot. Get it in there. 5th goal of the season for Rollhauser. But yeah, Vicious Jr. is a wonder kid or one of the players that you should buy at the start of the game if you can. But I'd never heard of the fella. We're gonna let's click on him now. Now that we've got the 2-goal lead, I want to see this Vicious Jr. fella. I said pause, mate. I said pause. Where are you? I said pause, mate. There we go. He's 27. Brighton have had him. They spent a reasonable price from Real Madrid. Real Madrid snapped him up at the bloody hell, £40.5 million to prize him away from Flamengo at the start of the game. It's a big money, but I think Brighton got the better end of the deal there. No Brazilian caps though. We'll kick on Kangin now, as this game is under control. South Korean. Is he in the start of the game? He is. He's with Valencia. They picked him up for 17 million. I think I was sniffing around him at one point. But while we're here, 60 minutes on the clock, 2-0 up. We'll change it up. We're gonna flip flop these bad boys. And bring on Domingos for a cameo. Murillo. can come on for Gunn. And we'll keep the last substitute just in case. As it stands, boys, top of the pops. Great catch there by Henry. Growing in confidence. Ayala's picked up a niggle. Want to see this out. Last 15 or so minutes. A goal here would make it a little nervy. If we could just break this up, boys. Break it up. Force them back. Kangin slips in. What's his chops? Henry was all over the shop. Yeah, we're gonna try and stop that. Ayala for Djalo. Maloney. It's actually getting a fair bit of game time. Purely because we got no one else. I had a returning loanee, Tunisian defender. I'd like to incorporate him into the team when the registration opens up again. We bought him a while back, and at the time we had Toto and Co and all that kind of stuff. So he was never going to get any game time. So when I bought him, I included a loan back deal for end of next season sort of thing. So he's been with his club that we bought him from for a while. Wow! Fabio Silva makes it a little bit of consolation goal as a quick fire response. But yeah, so hopefully we can bring him in when the registration opens up again, and we'll take a look at some of the other boys. Maybe we can freshen up the team without having to spend big money. Anyway, Murillo. Ball through to Rojas. Oh. You've got your goal today. I'm not gonna nitpick. Not gonna nitpick today. Last couple of seconds here, boys. Crystal Palace beating Tottenham 4-1 quite handsomely as well. That's going to give us a bit of a boost. 3-1 winners. Let's take a look at the table. So after that set of matches, we are top of the pops with a 3-point lead over Manchester United as it stands. Liverpool and Man City still to play their games. Interesting to see if it is against each other. It is. So that could open up a gap at least between... well, it depends if it draws, then there'll be a 3-point lead, boys and girls. However, if Man City win, it'll only be a 1-point lead. But anyhow, we should end this match day in first place. In the next episode, we are sleepfrogging this Carabao Cup. You know, it is against Huddersfield. I don't know. We've got a sticky wicket against Huddersfield over the years. They've been a bit of a bogey side. They're in the Championship though, so I'm hoping we should come out on top on that one. But we're going to come back for this interesting doubleheader: Tottenham against Man City as well. And these games that we need to get some points out of one way or another. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you do, smash a subscribe. Back tomorrow, daily Football Manager 2019 videos as we continue this long-running series to try and make Rovers great again, boys and girls. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe. We're out.
Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.